Hello and welcome to the video. My name is Hellspawn. I'm taking out the F4U Corsair today from the Japanese line. The premium version runs you golden eagles instead of credits. We're going to be taking it out on Saipan. Got a pretty good game out of this today and kind of excited about it. To be honest with you, it's my first video, so I'm not exactly sure how this is going to go. I hope you guys enjoy it. Gonna be getting right into it. Got a pretty fair setup as far as the competition between friendly team and what they comprise of and the enemy team. So let's go ahead and get into it, and hope you guys enjoy. And before we actually get into the conflict, I want to say a little bit about myself. I do really enjoy playing War Thunder. I've been playing it for about a year and a half now, and it's been one of those on and off games. Like, I'll find another game that a friend will tell me about and I'll jump onto it, or another game that I've played for like 3 years now, World of Tanks. I know a lot of people have heard of it at the very least, or have played it. Some love it, some hate it. Currently I'm on a little bit of a break from it because it's upset me time and time again with some of the mechanics to the game. So in that event, if I still want to get a pretty good war game in, hop on War Thunder. Got the realistic damage modules, or forgive me, damage models on the different tanks and the planes, and it's just a lot more competitive atmosphere, because in World of Tanks you might be able to make that mistake to where, yeah, you're going to lose a little bit of hit points, but in War Thunder you make a mistake, if you're in a tank, it could cost you your ammo rack. You're just done. And in a plane, you could pop your engine. Your engine dies within a matter of seconds to maybe a couple minutes. It might be good, but if you can't get back to a base quick enough, you're done for. Or you lose a wing, catch on fire. There's so many different variables that you have to be more careful of with War Thunder and its damage models compared to World of Tanks and its arcade version of a war simulator. And don't get me wrong, it's really fun, because with War Thunder you can make that mistake, and depending on what you're in, you can come back from it and still do really well. Or if you're in a tank that, say, cannot take those hits, it's going to cost you, and you're going to have to learn from it very quickly. So right now I'm just kind of climbing away, or not climbing away, climbing up and get some altitude, because let's face it, on Saipan the Americans and the British always climb. They like to have that altitude advantage, and it's kind of nice because the Corsair, while it might not be the best climber, it has really good speed. It's got those 650 cals, so you've got plenty of ammo at 2,350 rounds, and the thing handles very well. So currently headed over towards A, and I'm just kind of trying to keep a lookout. Don't see anything at the moment, and we got a Zero down low. He's kind of our eyes down there. And we also, if I can find him, where did you go? Oh, well, I guess I'm wrong this time. But thought I had a guy above me as well. Turns out I don't. So, heading into this fight, don't really see anything off the top of my bat, or up top of the bat. It takes me a few seconds and I start seeing these little specks, and unfortunately my screen is never clean. I have animals, so kind of hard to see sometimes. So I see a dot, start kind of veering over towards it, and it's just under my aiming reticle at the moment. So I'm like, alright, he's not that bad, in a pretty good position. Start seeing more dots appear, one to about the 10 o'clock of my aiming reticle, up a little higher. A little bit of a concern, so I zoom climb. I want to keep that altitude advantage above them. And we also saw that F4F over there. Just trying to keep an eye out. On Saipan, the enemy almost always goes for A, because it is actually the easiest for them to take, and then they have a foothold on a place to land for some of those non-carrier based fighters. So they really like to try and get A, and if they get it, then it presents a problem to us, because they're so close for their airstrip to be able to get over to us if we have to make a landing. So just kind of moving over here, keeping an eye out. trying to determine what I'm going to go after. There's dot down low, spotted it, and I'm like, okay, well, what could that be? But not paying it too much mind. Got all these fighters that I see, and there it is. It's a Wellington. Nice juicy target. Everybody loves to kill the Wellington because the thing only gets 30 caliber machine guns for defensive armament. However, there's a KI-44 on it. Don't really feel like bleeding off all my altitude to go after this thing. It's just not worth it. I've got all these fighters under me, so now I need to make a decision. I've got the altitude advantage, and that P-40 looks delicious. So we're going to make a dive on it. We're going to see, can we help out this G4M1? Can we help save it? Kill back on the throttle a little bit, rest my speed. Doesn't really work. It's too steep of a too steep of a dive to go into. So I'm going to go ahead and line it up back on him, kick back into the throttle. Won't be able to zoom out if I have to, and readjust. Lay in some rounds, get some hits, some more hits. Come on. I know it's 50 cals, but come on. And all of a sudden there goes his elevator. So managed to save G4M. He's pulling away. P-40's going down. There's no way he's recovering. So I just watch him go, and any second now there's kill number 1. So see him down on the ground, hasn't ejected out, so I'm like, okay, player's still in it, can still get experience, but he bails out. No big deal. Start scanning around. I see that A6M, he's making some defensive moves. I'm like, alright, there's that F4F we didn't go after earlier. So if we can get over and save this A6M, maybe, but unfortunately not. And felt bad about it, was trying to help get over here quickly. Tried to take shots, bad angle, couldn't adjust my guns onto target properly. Pull it around and start closing back in on him. So all of a sudden he's very low on airspeed, so it's easy for me to get him, easy to line up shots, hit his oil. He's leaking pretty bad, and there's a little bit of a fire with those last few shots as we pass by. Bring it around. I want my kill, We've got these 2 other fighters circling around. I don't want them to take it from me just in case, because let's face it, everybody likes to try and kill steal. It just happens. Lay in some more shots, on fire again. There goes his tail, and I almost take myself out. So not too bad overall. We've gotten 2 kills over here. Managed to save that G4 earlier, but couldn't save the 0. And some people are like, oh well, you gotta look after yourself, but it's also nice to try and keep your teammates alive in these situations. Otherwise, things go bad. Looking over, that G4 doesn't look too good. All of a sudden he's going into a steep dive that he's not pulling out of. I'm guessing his damage was really severe from when I was trying to save him earlier, and he just couldn't go any further. Must have lost some control surfaces. So not seeing anything over here anymore. So there's some tempting landing craft. Let's see what they got. Currently seeing them shooting at stuff. A6 just to run by. We got one of them. Can we get the second? There it is. Pull back up. Let's start heading over to the airbase. So earlier in the match, this A6M had called out a enemy plane over there. Can't remember off the top of my head what it was, but he's still over there. I'm guessing, there's, as you can see, there's 2 enemy planes left. We got the SBD and we got a Wellington. So if we can hurry up and get over there, maybe we can help save the situation. 4 of us left, and there's only 2 of them. So let's go ahead and I'm going to speed it up here because it's rather boring, watching me fly over the water. So we'll kick it up to ×4 real quick. Start heading over. Seeing all the dots, Saipan, it's got the AI Wildcats, no big deal. Drop it back to ×2. There's the SBD. So I'm looking around. I see another pretty big silhouette. So I'm guessing, yep, it's the Wellington. So now I've got the option. I've got those 2 bombers I can go after. It looks like the A6M's been trying to deal with the Wellington. So I'm like, alright, cool. This SBD though, he's being left alone. I don't want him to get away if I start engaging this Wellington. So Seeing him actually closing in on me faster than I can close on the Wellington, I break off to go after the SBD and start moving in close, trying to keep an eye on the Wellington to see how my buddy over there is doing. But sorry, line up the shot here, open up a few rounds. There's a hit, there's a pilot snipe, he's out of the battle. That's kill number 3. So far we're at 3 air kills and 2 ground AI kills. I'm trying to close in on this Wellington, and that's when this A6M2 crashes into the Wellington. And not gonna lie, I got really frustrated. I was like, I was really close, could have lined up a shot and killed it, but since that's it, all the enemies down, I'm gonna start trying to take out some of these AI. Got one of them, just need to line up on the second one, close on the gap a little bit, put out some rounds on him. Come on, there we go. That's the second AI kill, and unfortunately the match is over. So pretty good game overall. Only got 3 air kills, could have had 4, but unfortunately I was not able to get that Wellington. But as you know, War Thunder's replay system does not show the results of a battle, so I can't directly show you all the different awards or whatever that I got. But with it being a premium, and having a 150% credit booster, I was actually able to net in 200,000 plus credits on one run with this, along with roughly 13,000 research points that allowed me to actually finish researching the A6M3 Mod 22 Co. So pretty good plane. Not really interested in picking it up at the moment, not gonna make a big deal out of it. And as you can see, my tech tree is a little bit barren. I haven't ever really worked on the Japanese, but picked up this Corsair and now I'm just grinding straight through them. So hopefully I can get some good stuff out of it, start working harder on getting these planes, and putting out more videos. I'm hoping to start doing maybe some World of Warship videos, maybe a few more War Thunder videos. I've also got other games that I might be able to put up on this channel. It all just depends on what I'm able to get around to at the time. Really hope you guys enjoyed this video. Hope you guys have a great day. Take care.